Oh, that was quick. We're live. Good evening, and get set for round three, tier four. It's the Dubby Belgium Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps in the beautiful eastern region of Belgium. A very warm welcome to IRL Inters Racing League for the first race of this weekend. You join us again live this Friday evening for 20 time 1,000 horses being generated by 6 cylinders in the shape of a V and 250 cc's to the power of 3. It's me, Tetris, and I'm joined here in Sky Race Control by my amazing co-host. He is my teammate in Tier 3 at AlphaTauri. He's also Season 3 champion, you might know. He is also multiple podium sitter. He's an absolute legend, the Battle Cat himself. GU Cat, welcome to IRL Sky Race Control. It's an absolute pleasure to be joined here by you tonight for this action-packed Grand Prix. I think it's going to be a banger. Like, if Silverstone and round one is anything to go by, it's going to be amazing. And I think it looks like it's fine weather. Maybe a bit cloudy, but it's fine weather.
Hi Tetris, hi everyone. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm excited to be here. From what I can see, it doesn't look like it's raining, the sun's out, but I don't know how long it's going to last. We're here at Spa, and I know the drivers have been excited. The weather has been a hot topic for the last couple of days, especially this weekend. Lots of talk about setup. So very excited to see what people go for. Will they go for a high downforce and anticipate some rain, or will they throw on 0-0 wings and just throw caution to the wind and tires into the wall, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, look, there's going to be some interesting scenes up Eau Rouge, I can tell you now. We had a practice there the other day. We've had a couple of practices there during the week, and Eau Rouge on certain tyre compounds just shouldn't be done full stick. So yeah, look, it's going to be an interesting one. I think it's quite cold down there as well. It's still pretty much midwinter in Belgium. So I reckon they're going to have real troubles getting temperature into those tyres on outlaps, formation laps, and even keeping temperature in the tyres as well.
Yeah, T1 boys on Sunday, I think, need some snow chains on their tyres. The weather prediction was snow, so
I did see that.
Not that bad for Tier 4, but it's definitely going to be cold. So got to see what they go out for. It's a very long lap. I think it's the longest track on the calendar at just a smidge over 7 kilometres.
Yes.
They're not going to have much time to do a number of laps. They're going to have to really watch their time, come out, do a flyer, come back in and get a new set of softs on.
Absolutely. Let's take a little quick moment to talk about the championship. The Tier 4 standings, fresh off the press this afternoon. Trenna and Alan Santa, neck and neck. Tied in 41 in P1. That's championship race heating up. I don't want to jinx anything, but they're two very talented drivers. Both of them have won a race. But also P3, Cuds, the consistent Alpine driver. It's his rookie season for Alpine. He's doing so well. I think he actually outscored. He's Mr. Saturday, Sunday, and Friday. He's Mr. Consistency. He had a great sprint round last round. I think he actually came away with the most points for Tier 4 across the whole weekend, in sprint and qualifying. Sprint and feature.
I think he finished P3 in the placings.
Oh, okay.
So when you add the sprint and the feature together, he finished P3, which is, let's classify that as a podium. So first podium for him. But yeah, he's that's all he needs to do really, is just keep being consistent and hope the front runners have a bad weekend, and that's how it works. That's how pretty much I did it. So
I was just about to say, this is coming from a voice of experience. This is what happened last year. You didn't win a race, and by no means did that diminish your season. You obviously came away as the season champion. So he doesn't. You don't need to win races to win championships. You just need to show up, score consistently, get your setups right, get your setups solid, and get your rhythm right, and you can actually be in contention as we've seen. So look, there are drivers out there on hot laps right now. I'm with Trenner at the moment, who is the equal P1 in the championship. He's going through Sector 2 round Puon. Let's just jump on board with him for a little while. This is a very tricky sequence of corners coming through here. Short shifting down to 5th or 4th. He's chosen 5th, 4th, up to 5th, then into 6th, and then into 7th. Couple of shifts down into 3rd.
Short in front of him as well.
He does have some traffic looking at the track map. He's got an Alpine. Not sure if the Alpine's on I think the Alpine's on an outlap. But coming through this last sequence of this last straight and that kink there into the bus stop chicane, he'll go all the way down to 1st or 2nd, depending on what he prefers. Into the left, short shifting into 3rd, and there he goes up into 4th, up into 5th, and he has. He's like 5.
Sanders beat at half a second. Yeah.
Oh no, he's beaten Santa by half a second. That's right. Yeah. So that's a really good lap. 1:44.4 to open his account for a banker lap. Let's jump on board. Batman's just crossed the line. He has done a 1:46. Who else is on a fast lap? Quiet Cake has done a lap. He's invalidated.
I think he's invalidated. Yep.
Bang's on a lap.
Bang's just about to finish, just about to cross the line. No, it's a slow one. I think maybe he's invalidated as well, or he's pulled out of that one.
Yeah, he's pulled out. I think he's harvesting again.
Let's have a look. Who's maybe
JT Racing just pulled a 1:45.2. A Dog 1:45.3. Wayne Morris has just crossed the line for a 1:45.5. SJ and Ethimon have just jumped up in front of Santa, between Santa and Trenner. SJ's put it on provisional P2. Nice one from the McLaren driver. Ethimon also, one of our no assist driver for P4. He's chucked it on P3.
I was just going to say let's jump on Quiet Cake, but he's spun around, so I think that's his second time trying to put a lap in, and he's not done it. Maybe jump on Swiss Lord. He's our new AlphaTauri teammate. Oh, he's actually invalidated, so but maybe we can talk about Swiss Lord. Swiss Lord stepped in to the AlphaTauri team. He's partnering with his Swiss friend Alan Santa, so we're expecting a lot from the Swiss connection there.
Yes, he is opening his. Sorry.
I was just going to put a line in there about it, perfectly, synchronized watch, Swiss watch, but you know what I mean.
I was actually going to say he's opening his Swiss bank account at Spa tonight. That was going to be my pun, sorry. So yeah, Swiss watches, Swiss bank accounts, all
Swiss
the
chocolate.
puns. Swiss chocolate
tonight.
Look, Swiss neutrality. They're neutral. They don't join wars, which is good. Right. Good on them for that. But yeah, there's been a few changes in teams. We've had a few driver exits. Obviously, one of the big names was Broken Reptile left AlphaTauri in Tier 1 and was replaced by Just Secret. We are very excited about welcoming him back to a full-time seat in AlphaTauri. Who else is left?
Who's on a lap? There's not really much going on. A few invalidations. So I think SJ was out, but he's invalidated. So I think it looks like he's harvesting.
Bridgie's out. Hang on. Bridgie is DNF'd. Or has he left the What happened there? Did he DSQ or did he just retire from the session?
I'm not sure. I didn't see, but he's in the pits, I think, from what I can tell. So maybe retired from session.
Maybe he just wasn't happy with his setup.
There's a few people coming off. I've seen a few people off. I've seen in the chat Bang has no front wing, so it looks like Bang's had a venture into the wall as well, but looks like he's survived it. So I think people are, like you said, they're getting used to the track. Might be cold. They need a few laps to get their practice in. Meanwhile, I say that there's another person with a yellow flag. Immortal looks like he's lost
Immortal.
it at Rouge.
And that's his outlap too. That's not a fast lap. That's just cold tyres coming out of the pits. This is the peril that they're going to face when they're changing from tyres. When they're changing tyres in stints, coming out of that pit lane, it's a very sharp right to get onto that run down out of turn 1 into turn 2 and then up to Eau Rouge. And if your tyres aren't in the right temperature, you have to lift. If you don't lift, it's curtains.
Yeah, and these softs don't last at all. I think you get about 4 or 5 laps, so you don't really want to sacrifice your lap and have to do another one. So you really want to get it right the first time.
Absolutely. We've got Trenner on an outlap again. Trenner is going to go for another lap. Generally, I think what I do and what most drivers do is you get 3 sets of softs. You don't really need to save them for the race because it doesn't work that way on F1 2022 with the new regulations. So you try and get 3 runs in. You get a banker, you get a better one. If you invalidate, you've got a final chance with a final third set of tyres.
Maybe we jump on Santa for this one. Tetris is just started his flyer.
Yep.
So maybe we can sit on with him.
We are. You take it away. Take us through the lap, Kat.
All right. Again, don't know much about the corner names, but I know Eau Rouge, so he's going down.
Everybody knows Eau Rouge.
And then up the Kimmel Straight, and that's pretty much all I know.
Well,
so
that's
very
good.
Nice. Foot down all the way. Looks like it's got some grip there. Opens up the DRS, and this is where you put your foot down, and you are aiming for top speed. So he's getting about 335 until he hits the brakes, drops it down into 4th, and then into the right.
It's gone purple.
And then right. It's gone purple. Excellent. So down to this tricky corner, you've really got to slow down. I drop it down into about 4th. He's gone to 3rd. Have to really keep it tight. Up into 5th, and then a left-hander. Make sure you don't invalidate. And then this tricky corner here on the left, and it's dropping it down just into 7th. Oh, he's gone into 6th. Foot down, up into 7th. And then this is another section where I tend to lose it, so it's very tricky. Right, left. Oh, it takes a bit of curve. Very nice. Looks like he's possibly running a bit higher downforce. He seems car seems pretty planted through the corners, and he's up by 3.5 tenths. That should hopefully bring him up to about 3rd at this stage. So let's see what he can do towards the end. See what he can do at the bus stop chicane. Another tricky corner. I tend to spin again at the end, so down into 2nd. Very nice there.
Very tidy.
Opens up the DRS, and it's enough for P2. Oh, look at exact time.
Oh, my Lord.
Amazing.
Someone take a photo of that. Look at that.
Amazing.
He's actually done exactly, and I'm not talking within 1,000th. He's done exactly the same time as Trenner. That is phenomenal.
Unfortunately, he gets to 2nd place because he didn't set it first. Trenner set it first. So I think this is going to continue all the way through the season. Tetris.
TJ, if you're watching this, please take a photo of this and add this to the Hall of Inter's records. This is a moment. The two championship leaders at Spa did, and Spa is a mass. I mean, Trenner's just gone 144.417, so he's actually just taken half a tenth off. But that was an amazing moment. Exact same time. Bloody hell. I mean, oops.
We know what you mean. We know what you mean. Yeah, but it's very close there up at the front.
It's very close.
Paddy's 9 tenths up. So maybe we jump on with Paddy. I think he's going to blow that time out of the water, to tell you the truth. I think the track is
starting to ramp
up, and it's warming up, and the times are going to get quicker. Drivers have got about 5 minutes left, so it's probably got enough time for them to do one flyer.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Either one flyer or a double outlap and a flyer. They just have enough time to do that, because it takes almost 2 minutes to do your outlap, because you're obviously not using any battery. I think Paddy may have pulled out. He didn't seem to take that one, but is he still? Let's have a quick look at his telemetry.
No, I think he's pulled out of that one. So yeah, he must have made a mistake. I didn't see what happened there, but when I was on it, when I was on his telemetry a little bit earlier, it was up by 9 tenths. So he's definitely got the pace. He definitely has enough time to come in for another set of tyres, though. Might be tight to do. I don't know.
Yeah, all right. Who else can we jump on board with? Cuds is on is he on an outlap? I think this is a fast lap.
Even. Cuds doesn't look to be pushing. Oh, no, maybe. Yeah, I think he might be. He was even in time.
No, I think he's on a fast lap at the moment. So let's stick with him as he
He's a
comes
bit
through
slow.
into the third sector.
1.5 tenths down on his time.
He can make that up in the bus stop chicane. Oh no, he's flashing.
I
I think he's
display
switched.
the telemetry, the interval time, Tetris for our viewers.
The interval time, yes, I can do that.
The gap or the fastest lap time.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to see what the gap between. Yeah, so Cuds has pulled into the pits. He backed out of that one, but I had the interval because I just wanted to see how close Trenner and Santa were, and they were, I think, 54 thousandths of a second off each other. So yeah, that's put lap data on. What lap data? It's on ads.
It is called. You want to go lap data, so go into the spectator menu and lap data enabled. No, second last option.
That is what you want. Okay, cool. Sorry, viewers. I'm a novice at this. I've never used a PlayStation before. So we're on board with Beefy, who is full-time Tier 4 driver for Ferrari, for Mash'Rari. JT Racing, I think, is on. Yes, I think he's on a lap. He's about 34 thousandths of a second down in sector 1, but you can obviously make up those. Well, what's happened? We've got someone round sector.
It's another. Might be Skittle Peak. No, it's not. It's Immortal again. It looks like he's retired or crashed out. So Immortal has finished and not set a time. And I was going to say Mercedes are on the bottom of the ladder. They've only got 4 points. And I was really hoping for a strong weekend, but that's really not going to impress Brocco. I'm sure Brocco's going to want a strong result, but see if Immortal can make the positions back from last the first challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. People have done it before.
Cake's gone to the lead.
Oh, the cake. The cake is in the lead. Everyone loves a bit of cake, especially Belgium cake.
Oh yeah, chocolate cake.
Chocolate Black Forest. No, that's Bavarian. That's German.
Yeah.
I think that's German. But look,
they
Germany.
Speak German. They speak French. They speak a few different languages in Belgium. So
I did look at Google Maps earlier on because I wanted to find out exactly where Spa-Francorchamps was in Belgium because I thought it was in the Ardennes. But it's actually nowhere near the Ardennes. The Ardennes down the bottom in the border between France and Belgium. Spa-Francorchamps is actually in eastern Belgium on the border with Germany. So it's probably where they crossed over in World War I to execute the Schlieffen Plan. But only if you're a history buff would you know what the hell I'm talking about. But Trenner is actually...
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but that's okay.
It's all right. That's my kids and my wife say that to me all the time. Dad, I don't know what you're talking about. But join the club. Trenner is back on an outlap. On a fast lap. He is in...
he's on an outlap. He's just about to start his outlap.
Should we stay on board with him to see...
yeah, we should. Santa's down,
goes.
Unfortunately. So I had a quick look. Santa's 2 tenths down, so he's not improving. Let's have a look at Trenner. Yeah.
Trenner was actually... No, he wasn't. No, sorry. All right, so he comes around turn 1, down the hill to turn 2, into 3, and then up Eau Rouge into 4 and 5, keeping the throttle firmly planted. He gets that perfectly done. That's a beautiful sequence of corners. Let's see how he goes at the end of this straight. This is the end of sector 1. He is just down on his own. Just down on his own, or is that just down on quiet?
I think it was. I think I saw just up, but it was close. It was close.
Yeah. Around the nameless corner, down there's as you said, a very tricky corner because you're braking, you're going downhill as well, and you're downshifting out of that corner into the corner towards Pouon, which is a fast double left-hander. You can take that in 7th generally with your foot planted pretty well fat after a quick lift, down into this sequence of 3 corners. So you've got a right and a left, and then down into 6.
Ethimon, you may want to jump on with Ethimon when he finishes that. Ethimon is purple in the 2nd sector.
Okay,
but yeah, I'm on with Ethimon now. I'm just keeping an eye on things.
No, I'm looking at Ethimon now because he's about to come through the bus stop chicane because that's ahead of where Trenner is. We can jump back with Trenner once Ethimon has finished his lap. And as Ethimon crosses the line, he sets a... No, he doesn't improve.
Okay. He's improved a tiny little bit, but yep, didn't change places. Okay, back on
back
with
to
Trenner.
Trenner.
Trenner's got it.
Trenner has...
I think he's moving to second.
He's not. He's improved, but he hasn't actually. He's on still on the front row. But yeah, there you have.
Cuds has gone into third.
Cuds has gone into third. He does actually.
Okay, we've got an Alpine, Aston,
Cuds P3.
Alpine, Aston.
That is a very colourful front row. Blue and green, blue and green. And then we have Alan Santa bringing up the rear on row 3 for AlphaTauri, Bang for Ferrari on P6, SJ for McLaren in P7, Ethimon for Ferrari in P8, a Dog for P9, FIFA Beefy Ferrari for P10, Jesse or Partsival for P11, JT Racing P12, Batman 197 P13, Wayne Morris 14th. On the grid, Domois P15, our friend from the United States. Swiss Lord opening his account today for P16. A commendable effort for him. P17 to Skidder Peak. Fat Eagle, who jumped in at the last minute. Thanks, Eagle. P18 and Bridgie and Immortal come up the rear with the final 2 positions. So there you have it, people.
And up the rear may not be a bad place to be, especially lap 1 up Eau Rouge. You know, Martin Brundle will say, hold on to your asses, definitely.
Yeah,
lap
neck
1,
up.
Up Eau Rouge.
Neck up, you Pelicans.
Yeah,
it's about to...
Very scary. So, yeah, this is going to be exciting. We see Cuds again towards the front. Again, the Alpines are doing well. The Astons are doing well. Santa's up there. So it's going to be exciting. I can't call it. Yep, it's going to be very tricky to call.
Well, luckily you don't really need to call it because we're about to watch it, which is pretty exciting. We've got a bunch of people watching on stream. We'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for tuning in, all of those folks joining us on the stream for the Dubby Belgium Grand Prix. That's your qualifying. It's done. We've got 25 seconds left before we head into the feature race. Well, we head into the formation lap for the feature race. And I think it's going to be a bit of a banger. Spa is a really tricky track. We've seen a couple of drivers lose it already in qualifying on cold tyres. So, yeah, we'll see where this little Pelican takes us. I was just going to say, you are staying hydrated there, my friend. That's good to know.
Yep.
It's good to know. It's good to see.
Need to hydrate between events, yes.
We need to make sure, because, you know, even though we're in a cold country, we're in Belgium, it is a national pastime to stay hydrated. Some of my favourite hydration
beverages.
Types
of beverages. Yes,
types of beverages are actually from Belgium.
Yes.
So, yeah, as the drivers choose their setups, make the final tweaks, the race engineers are, you know, still chatting strategy. They've lined up on the grid. They're waiting for those lights to go out and for everyone to get started.
The weather looks a bit darker. Tetris,
what
do you think?
Doesn't it? I don't know. We don't have access. We don't have access to the meteorological amazingness that the other Formula One channels may have, but I don't know. It could mean some weather. Look, the forecast, you can only take the forecasts a certain amount. There's always going to be not just interpretations, but Mother Nature likes to do her own thing, really.
Well, you know, you're in the mountains here, so good old Spa, you could be dry on one side of the track and pouring down on the other side. So these drivers really need to be prepared. Maybe we bring up the tyres, Tetris, and see what they've gone for.
Way ahead of you, bro. We're here.
Perfect.
So we've got most of the drivers on a medium to hard by the looks of it. We have one driver that's decided to try the softs. It is the the debutant rookie Swiss Lord from the Swiss Connection, as Wayne Morris decides to take a bit of an off-track extension. But yeah, everyone else has gone mediums except for Swiss Lord on softs, Bridgie, Fat Eagle, Wayne Morris, JT Racing, Cuds, and Partsival has gone on to hards. Now, it's interesting that Cuds did that because he actually tried that. He tried that at Silverstone. Was that last week that he tried that? And it actually worked out okay for him?
It's not a bad option here at Silverstone.
Oh, France. No, it was France.
At Spa. Yeah, France, yep.
It was France the first week.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a bad option, the hards. I've heard from a few people that the warm-up's pretty tough when you come out of the pits, so putting them on now and having the formation lap and warming them up is not a bad thing to do, so I rate that decision. I don't rate the soft, unfortunately. Those tyres aren't going to last, but if there's a early safety car, it could be genius from the Swiss Lord.
Could be genius. We'll find out in a very short period of time as they reach the final couple of corners to get back on the grid to start this Belgium Grand Prix for Tier 4 of IRL Round 3.
Blasting cake. Why the asterisk is cake on med?
Yes, I saw that. Hard. Yeah, well, there you go. Did you ask the engineers for some insight?
No, that's in the Twitch chat. So, having a look. Communication breakdown from Broseph, he says. He's laughing there. The TPs are laughing on the pit wall.
Oh, Quiet Cake was disqualified. He's going to have cold tyres. That's going to disadvantage him into the first sector. Who do you want to stay on board with? I'm going to stay on board with Cuds and see how he goes with those hards. What do you reckon?
Definitely.
All right, let's go. We've got...
you call this one Tetris?
I will take us away from the start line. 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 lights. We've got 5 lights. And we are... away. There we go. Cubs gets a really good start off the line on the hards. Paddy gets a good start as well. Bang gets a good start. Let's have a look at the first corner. They go into the first corner. There's contact already. Cubs is around. Oh, Lord. There's contact. Santa is around. Oh, no. Santa is away. He's got through. He's got to drive through.
Jump the start. Yep.
That is very unfortunate, but look, that happens to the best of us. Going up through Eau Rouge, we've got still all of the drivers still in the race. There's been a bit of contact, but everyone is still in on the first sector. Quiet Cake has maintained his lead, followed by Trenner. Paddy is up into third from fourth. I think Ethimon is up a couple of places as well. Santa has maintained a few positions, but he does have that drive through, so that's going to be real. He's going to be gritting his teeth, going, why did this happen? Why did this happen, boys? SJ bringing up the rear in 8th, JT Racing in 9th, 10th. Look, it's a very clean first sector. It was a bit of a cluster F-bomb into the turn 1, but they've sorted it out. They've actually made a bit of progress, and everyone is still in this race. Looks like everyone's still in the race. There's Bang's round. There's a bit of argy-bargy going around Poo-on, and Bang is around. Oh, there's going to be some reports today. GU cast.
And Immortal is also around.
Has he got damage? No, it doesn't look like he has damage. Anyway, let's go back up to the front. Quiet Cake has held on. He is going, it looks like he's coming into the final 2 corners to finish lap 1. We've got a yellow sector. I think that's Immortal round again. But let's see. Yes, Quiet Cake has crossed the line, done the fastest lap so far, and he has already broken free of Trenner in P2. Paddy behind, coming up very, staying in within 1 second, and Ethimon as well. So
Santa's fine. Oh, Santa just lost it.
Yep. Run, Cake, run. Run, Cake, run. That's what they're saying in the chat. Trenner, I think he's trying...
Santa, if we jump on Santa, I think Santa's going to make a move here.
Yeah, I'm on Santa at the moment. I think he's going to... No, he's just tucked in behind FIFA. No. He's just playing the long game. Let's have a quick look at the change of positions, shall we?
So Cuds is probably the biggest loser, down 14 positions, followed by Bang down 13 positions, and then a Dog is down 9. Not really much gainers. It'd have to be FIFA Beefy, who's up 5, followed by Ethimon and Parsable, who are up 4, along with Swisslord up 4 as well.
Nice.
But otherwise, it's pretty even. A couple of big losers, but hopefully they can make up positions throughout the race.
Absolutely. And as they settle into their rhythm, you just keep an eye on some deltas. I'm looking on board with Alan Santa because at the moment he's following Beefy quite closely as they come through the final sector. Will he pump that ERS? No, he's saving it. He's just following, because he knows that at the end of this lap, he's going to have DRS, which is going to give him approximately an extra 16 kilometers an hour up Eau Rouge and into the Camel Straight. So just playing the long game.
So I was having a look at the top speed there, and FIFA was about 5 kilometers an hour quicker, but he was burning. So I think if Santa can get DRS on this lap and use a little bit of ERS, he should make the position pretty easily.
Let's follow them up Eau Rouge as they go towards this first DRS straight. This first batch of DRS as they go. It looks like Trenner's made up a little bit of time towards Quiet Cake, but he's not quite in the zone. So Santa
will make this easily.
Comes down the inside. Very, very neatly done.
Well done.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's gone round.
I think he might have been tapped as well. I'm not sure.
I shouldn't have watched him.
The stewards are going to be busy. Yeah, I shouldn't have watched it either. Sorry, Broseph.
Yeah, we're so sorry, Broseph. We were just trying to watch.
He's around again. He's spun again. Yep. Those warm tyres aren't great. It might be best to serve his drive through and maybe
fresh in. There's already an investigation underway with allegations that Santa was tapped into the exit of the entry of that left-right chicane. Right-left chicane at the top of the Camel Straight. So we'll come back to that at a later date. Who else should we...
battle is with Ethimon.
Yeah, let's jump up to Ethimon. We've got Wayne Morris following Batman. Should we watch him? Let's have a look at that.
Yep, let's do that one.
There's
3-4 cars there, so that's a pretty interesting battle.
Yep, so Wayne Morris, obviously one of the full-time William drivers for Tier 4. He is... following Batman. He was quite close, but he just seems to have backed off a little bit, back to about 7 tenths.
Like he's running a high downforce. His top speed's a little bit under that of Batman. So
he's also on a different compound of tyres. He's also on the hard, so his tyres are going to come into their own in about 5 or 6 laps when the mediums start to drop off that cliff.
And we've got another yellow.
Yeah, that's
Immortal again. He's not having a good race. Yeah.
He's having a bit of a Barry Crocker, old Immortal. Shout out to the pits. Shout out to Immortal as well. He's had a bit of strife with his back, so we hope you're feeling better, mate. He's probably in a bit of pain at the moment.
Yep. He's maybe the drugs are still in the system, so
yeah,
that'll be this excuse. I'll use that as an excuse for him.
I reckon we're quite safe to do that. Batman 1, I'm just going to jump on with Batman. He's following JTE quite closely. Batman, JTE and Partsival are within a second of each other, so I'm going to stick on board with those guys. Yeah, Immortal's not having fun. I hope he doesn't compromise.
And he's got some traffic. I think he's beached. Yep. He might be beached. Yeah, I think he's beached. He's in reverse.
No, I think he's just letting cars go because he can see on the track there's like an absolute imperial F-ton of cars. Yeah, he just can't get round.
Yep, no, he's disqualified. That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's so unfortunate for you. So unfortunate for Immortal and unfortunate for Mercedes as well. So that's the yellow that you will be seeing in that sector. So up the front, just very, very quickly, we've got Quiet Cake maintaining over 1 second above Trenner.
Oh, there's a big crash. If we go down to Swisslord's about to pass them. We've got Bridgie out. We've got Parzival around. And Bridgie is stuck in the middle of the road.
Yes, he has...
Oh, that's a safety car.
Is that a full course or a watch? Oh, please.
No.
Oh, my Lord. Santa just Just
That was
swerved at the
Christmas
last
early for
second.
Santa.
KLX, I agree. Oh dear, that wasn't very, very. Oh crikeys, I agree with you, Blue Dog. That is a terrible state of affairs on lap 4. I wonder what happened. We didn't catch it, but yes,
Yeah, he would have lost it around the corner there. I've done it before, but yeah, parked it in the middle of the road, and I think the traffic's just run into him. So we've had a number of drivers pits. So Don Moore's been in the pits. Batman, Don Moore,
Bangs in the pits.
Skid,
Peak.
Bang, Swiss Lord, and Parzival are all in the pits. So yeah, if they had the mediums and they've swapped to the hards, probably a good idea. Those meds will only last about 8 laps anyway, so it's probably a good idea to move to the hards.
All right, so with the safety car happening now, let's use our crystal ball and make some predictions. So we've got a whole bunch of drivers up the front on old, well, not old, but not fresh, 4-lap old mediums. So they've done pretty much half a stint. This safety car is obviously going to help them out, but then you've got four drivers behind them, JT Racing, Wayne Morris, Cuds and Batman. They're on Cuds is on 4-lap old. Batman's just switched to fresh hard. So I think he's itching to go to the end. So he may have an advantage come the end of the race when everyone else pits. He'll be able to, if he can, keep it all together and make it all happen for Haas. He might have an advantage there. Domwa will have an advantage. He's on fresh mediums, so
yeah, they're not going to last. They're not going to last to the end.
Definitely not going to last for again. What's that? 17 laps. Yeah, that's 17 laps. No, so there's no way.
Skittle Peak and even Swiss Lord might be in good positions there. Oh, the front runners are pitting. So if we go to the front, let's see where they come out. So all the front runners on meds are in.
Except for Trenner is, yeah.
Jump on the Quiet Cake to come out back in the front. No, JT's Racing's overtaken him.
Wayne Morris is in front.
Hasn't pitted. Yep. Okay, so Quiet Cake's basically retained the lead. 2 people in front of him have both got 5-lap old hards, so whilst they won't be too bad, the Quiet Cake and Trenner and Ethamon, they'll all have fresher tyres.
Yeah, I think Quiet Cake's just jumped up in front of Wayne Morris. He must have had an off. He must have gone off track because Quiet Cake was sitting behind Wayne Morris. But yeah, come the end of the race, even though Quiet Cake and Trenner's tyres and Ethimon and Paddy's tyres are going to be really old, I have a feeling they're going to try and run those for the next 15 laps to the end. I mean, it's very doable on hards.
I see some clouds. I'm just sitting on one of the drivers at the moment, Quiet Cake, and in the left I can see some black clouds. But the sun is shining, so I don't know if that rain's going to come in late. If it comes in late, it's going to throw everything out the window, and we really just need to be in the right place at the right time and put on those wets or hards. Yeah, that looks pretty ominous.
I know there's still a fair bit of sun, but look, they're going to really struggle. Those guys on the hards, especially the older hards, they're going to really struggle in this first few laps to get temperature into the tyres. They're obviously trying to keep the cars behind them so that they can maintain track position, but that's going to put extra pressure on their suspension, extra pressure onto their tyres, and if they don't have the temperature in them, it's going to be challenging to keep drivers like Quiet Cake and Trenner, who are on fresher tyres, and Ethimon and Paddy, and they're bloody quick drivers. Doesn't matter what tyre compound they're on, they're bloody quick drivers. So it's going to be really challenging to keep them behind and take that advantage of the track position.
Yeah, this is a really long lap, so stuck behind the safety car for 2 laps. It's a considerable amount of race distance. So at the moment we've got one of the drivers lagging behind, so I don't suspect the safety car will be in. I'll do another lap. Yep, and he's doing another lap. The Aston Martin at the front there is going around again.
Okay, let's take this opportunity. What's your favourite Belgian beer?
I don't really drink much Belgian beer.
Oh, really?
I drink a lot of Aussie beer, to tell you the truth. So, yeah. Bit of Little Creatures, Four Pines, but, Belgian
That's good.
beer. have to be Stella. Is it Stella? Is Stella Belgium? Stella Artois?
No, that's
No? Well, there you
Stella
go.
Artois or Estella?
No, Stella. No,
No,
Stella
Stella
Artois.
Artois is
French,
French.
isn't it?
I
There
think
you
it's
go. So
French.
there, that shows you how much I know.
Great Northern, get
Yeah.
into it. Up the Blue Dog, absolutely. Great Northern is actually
Yeah.
one of my favourite beers. I don't drink beer much, but Great Northern definitely one of my faves on a warm, muggy, sunny afternoon. There used to be a Belgian beer bar on the Gold Coast where I used to go, and there were some really nice beers there. And I may have lost one or two brain cells over the years, taking advantage of some nice Belgian beer. But look,
Yeah.
let's not talk about beer. We're here to talk about racing. As much as we love beer, and as much as we love, a cold.
Don't drink and drive, folks. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Yep.
That's it. Unless you're drinking Dubby, you can drink and drive if you're drinking Dubby. There's definitely no law against that, because Dubby, delicious energy drink, keeps you full, keeps your mind active, keeps your mind sharp. It gets you into the racing zone. So you can jump on to the Dubby website, and I think there's a code on Inters that you can use, and it will give you a 10% discount on your orders there. So yeah, go give Dubby a go, and get into it. It's good stuff. But look, we've had to pad for time a little bit, because this safety car
Such a long lap.
It's a ridiculous thing. It's not like Austria or Hungary. It's a really long lap. It's almost 2 minutes when you two and a bit minutes when you're behind a safety car.
Let me give you some of the driver quotes, Tetris. So I was looking through the chat.
Please give us.
Trenner was saying, no point playing it safe, risk it to get the biscuit, 0-0 wings.
Oh!
So, it might be working out for him. I don't think he went 0-0 wings, to tell you the truth, but,
No.
he's a risk taker, good old Trenner.
He is.
Williams, Domore, is looking to get some good points. So he's in the middle of the pack there, so not doing too bad. Alpha, Bang, tonight will be a bleep show. Either taken out or we'll take someone out. I think that came to fruition. Bang. So
They're almost
but anyway,
away.
I think the safety car is in, and we're off. So leave it until last minute. JT is off. He's put his foot down. He's got his ERS burning, and he has Quiet Cake right behind him. Oh, it's nice into turn one. Just looking at the back of the grid to see if there's any incidents. Oh, it looks like they're all through pretty safely. Let's have a look at JTE up all Rouge, see if he's flat.
He's a little bit of a lift.
Has to lift with those cold tyres, and I think Quiet Cake's going to take advantage of that. Quiet Cake is burning, so is they're side by side. This is not going to end well. JT's got the front. Oh, there's a bit of argy-bargy, and it's close enough. Good, fair racing.
He's closed off the door. He's closed it out.
Very nice defensive racing from JTE. Yeah, I think that's hard but fair. I'll call that one.
You look, there was a little bit of contact, but he definitely gave him a little bit of room. He gave him some room. But as they head back into the second sector towards the great double left-hander of Puon, everyone's still in. We've still got a full 18 cars that we had before the safety car. It doesn't seem to be too many position changes. Quiet Cake is definitely doing his best. Batman is
hards, and I think
we've got a yellow.
That's Ethimon. Ethimon's on the gravel.
And Bang is trying to... No, he's gotten past him. Bang's gotten past Ethimon, but Ethimon... No. Yes.
Back onto the front. Quiet Cake's side. Oh, they're like... Let's have a look into the bus stop chicane.
I'm with them now.
I think Quiet Cake's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Oh, no, he's not.
Big dive bomb from Trenner.
Oh, no, Trenner has done a dive bomb and taken out JT. That's really unfortunate. And he's have to wait for everyone to get past. I think Trenner would put his hand up for that one. I think that was just too optimistic.
Trenner, agreed. Look, I don't think he would have done that on purpose. He's not the kind of driver to do that. He would have missed his braking point and tried to avoid the cars in front of him, but there's nowhere to go when you've got two cars in front of you. So, but we rejoin the action up the front. We've got Paddy following Wayne Morris. He's going to want to get that. He's got the job done. We've got Cuds sitting in behind SJ. There's also Santa and Donwar having a bit of a battle back down in 9th and 10th. It's all going on this second lap. We've got another lap, one more lap now until they have DRS activated. There is, who's around? Who's that? Is that JTE?
Trying to have a look. I can't tell. It's a, I think Parsifal's retired.
Oh, he has too. Yeah, I think he's spun on those.
Yep.
Yeah, at the top of Eau Rouge. Anyway, what are we looking at? So we've got Wayne Morris. He's one tenth behind Paddy. I think he's going to try and follow him closely. They're on different compounds.
Ethermon's around again on the grass, cutting the grass. He's back on track, but he's now 16th, so that's not great for Ethermon. Yeah, there's really close battle from 3rd to 6th.
Yeah,
I want to watch that as well. As,
I'm just on board with SJ at the moment as they head into the bus stop, because we all want SJ versus Wayne. Do we though? Do we want that on track? Yes, we do. DRS has just been activated, enabled, and the FIA have deemed it safe. Look at those clouds. Do you reckon we're going to get some weather?
I'd say no. Before I would have said yes, but we're halfway through. It's still a lot of blue sky and sun, so if it does come, it's going to be pretty late. Yeah, one thing I've just realised, Tetris, that we don't have are any penalties. No one has got any penalties. So
apart from Santa with his drive-through at the beginning.
Yeah, he served those penalties.
Yeah, he's gone. Oh, SJ's gone for a dive around the side of Cuds. He's taken it too wide down through this second sector. He's trying to hang it around the outside.
There's a bit of contact.
Oh, he snuck in there. There's a tiny little bit of contact, but they still keep it on track. That's beautiful racing.
Who's around? Oh, there's a safety car.
There's another safety car.
Swiss Lord has retired.
Oh, it's so unfortunate.
At the end of the Kimmel Straight, I think. So, yep. That's all right. That's his first race, but yeah, called up late into the team. Better luck next time, Swiss Lord. So another safety car is out. So I assume those hard runners that are pitted early, they're just going to keep those tyres on. Who's gonna come in? I'd imagine Santa and even Domwar on the meds. They'll have to come in. And maybe even Wayne and Cuds, they're on 9-lap old hards. I don't see those hards going all the way to the end, but what are they going to do if they put on meds? I don't know if the meds will take them to the end either. It's a bit tricky.
I think the meds would take them to the end, but how good they would be at the end would be debatable.
Yeah, you can get about 8 laps or so, 8-9 laps, then that's good. So you're right, but they'll be screaming towards the end.
Yeah, look, in good conditions like this, in cold but good conditions. It's a virtual. It's virtual. We're back on.
Sorry, guys.
So all of those people that have pit, it was obviously a good time to pit, but yeah, I thought it was a full course safety car. We're back on, and now we've got SJ and Cuds was happening, but
it's close on SJ.
We've got Batman FIFA and SJ in a bit of a battle for P4. So let's sit on board with Batman and see how it unfolds in front of us. Because we know that the Ferrari and the McLarens, they have a bit of a rivalry going at the moment in Tier 4. And also Bang has actually just joined the party as well. He wants a slice of that cake. Speaking of cake, I can see that Trenner and Quiet Cake are getting a little bit closer together. Keep an eye on that little delta
I'm
as
going to
well.
keep an eye on that one, but if you want to have keep the stream on the battle for what is it, 4th and 5th, I'll keep an eye on the front runners there.
Absolutely. So Bang is going to try and
make a move.
Yep. Makes a clean move around the outside. Nice. Gets that move done really nicely.
Trenner's at the bus stop. He's going to maybe try 2 tenths. No, he's a bit far away.
No, he doesn't have to try it there this time because he has no one really behind him for 4 seconds, and he's just about to get DRS on the Cake Meister. So maybe we stick with Trenner at the moment and see what happens into this first DRS zone.
Yeah, I'm going to have a quick look at their top speeds again as well, just to see what I can see.
Absolutely. Santa...
So both are pretty high on the ERS.
Thank you, Daniel Starr. You're not so bad yourself, mate. So as they come up the Eau Rouge, a DRS is activated. Is Trenner going to take the lead?
Trenner's got a good 20 kilometres an hour on him with the DRS. So I think if he's a little bit closer next time, he'll make the move.
But look, he's got a really decent... And
Batman's on Bang, side by side.
I'm just going to jump back with them. No, you're right. I'm going to jump back with them because at the moment I think what Trenner's going to do, because he's got 4.5 seconds to Paddy, he's not under pressure behind him. He's just going to try and probably get Quiet Cake to bleed his battery so that in about 3 or 4 laps he can actually take him and then shoot away. But we'll keep an eye on that.
That's exactly what they're doing. So, yep.
So Batman, Bang has overtaken Batman. Batman's fallen back a little bit. But Bang is now in hot pursuit of Beefy.
Yep.
He's got Beef in his sights as they come through Sector 3.
Right, left. Guys, we're talking about Beef, we're talking about Cake. Like, come on,
Yeah, I know. Cake, Beef, the Swiss connection, Belgian beer. Oh, too much.
Bang wants to have his main of beef and then get Cake for dessert.
Hey! And take his dog for a walk after dinner.
Looks like he's already taken the dog for a walk.
It looks like he's walking the dog as they come to the bus stop chicane. Is he going to do a dive? He dives down the inside.
Try.
Beefy gives him a lot of... He goes for the switchback. But Beefy's closed the door. Beefy's... What a great sequence of defensive driving there from the Ferrari driver. But Bang is going to try and take him on the inside. Getting a nice exit, but Beefy gets
the DRS Bang. That's it. Yeah. That's off a little bit to get the DRS. Yeah.
But look, Beefy did get a great exit out of that corner on the outside. But as they go up Eau Rouge and they come around the third and fourth corner,
it's a bit too far, I think.
Yeah, he's a little bit too far back.
Yeah.
He's got the DRS, but I don't think he's going to try it on this lap. Hang on a sec. Are we watching Bang? He's being patient. What's happened to this man? I love it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, he can race. I think some of the events are unfortunate for him. He gets tangled up in a few. But yeah, he's definitely fast on track.
All right, I'm going to jump back. Ethimon and Cuds are having a little bit of a stoush. Cuds is following Ethimon down into the nameless corner. I think it looks like Cuds is on... No, he's on fresh... Yeah, he's on 2-lap-old hards. Whereas Ethimon's on 7-lap-old medium. Cuds is on.
Yep.
Yeah, Cuds is on medium. Ethimon's on hards, but Ethimon's keeping him behind quite successfully. But he's going to have to get a wiggle on because he's got Santa and he's also got Wayne Morris sniffing the gypsy, wanting to get a slice of that Ethimon Ferrari.
And we might want to jump on with SJ.
Wayne's round. Oh no, I was on board with him because I was watching them all come through that chicane. Sorry, Wayne.
And we might want to just have a look at SJ. SJ's, I think, going to line up a move on Paddy.
Yeah, gotcha.
SJ's got just a touch more ERS. And if he can make this move into first corner, he might just make it up the Eau Rouge.
He gets a beautiful exit too. He is less than 5 tenths. If he can keep that within 5 tenths, he's got a very good advantage going up into Eau Rouge and activating that DRS. He has to lift. He's not confident on those hards. Hey, what were we saying? What were we saying before the race about the cold tyres, the cold hards going up Eau Rouge?
Cold, hot. I have to lift with the hards. Unfortunately, I don't have the cojones to put my foot down.
But as we find them into the second sector, SJ's got the job done. He's ahead of Paddy.
Very nice.
He's got the job done. He's lifted himself up to the podium, but I don't think Paddy's going to give that up easy. He's still only 7 tenths behind, 6.5 tenths behind. So he still has the opportunity of getting SJ. This is going to be a spicy little battle for P3 for the next... Whoa, we've still got 8 laps to go. Who else is having a little battle? Cuds and Ethimon are still
Cuds
at
is probably
it.
the closest one. Yep.
Cuds and Ethimon are still at it. This is the second lap they've in this position, and yeah, you don't take Eau Rouge full throttle on hards. You're absolutely right. So Cuds is he's not able to get past Ethimon. Ethimon being a big red roadblock for the Alpine driver. Trenner's also, if we look up the top, Trenner's actually dropped back. He's
dropped the back bit.
Yeah. He's maybe just cooling the tyres, cooling the engine. Maybe he's got the opposite, and he's got a bit of overheating because he's on older hards.
Quiet Cake and Trenner are both on 9 laps, so yeah, they've got even tyres. I would have liked to personally want to stay within the DRS and get him to pull me along a little bit, but
I'll tell you what, if you look at the battery, the difference in battery, from where I can see, the battery of Trenner is probably about 70 to 80%. The battery of Quiet Cake is a lot less, but we'll see about half. We'll see how that pans out later on in the race.
Paddy's making a move on SJ.
Yep, just jump back there now, and Bang is in hot pursuit. He's only 2.5 seconds behind, and if SJ and Paddy keep stoushing away like this, that's going to play right into Bang's hands. We've also got Beefy.
Yep.
Beefy's also caught up to Bang as well. He's within the DRS range, so he's obviously got an opportunity to get back up to P3 as well. This is really spicy, isn't it, Kat?
Yeah, it's getting good towards the latter half of the race here. Skittle Peak as well. He's
just on board with him now.
Yeah. So that's the other battle that's happening at the moment that I can see. Yeah, there's a few different tyre ages, not too much, but a few laps on Spa make a difference here. Such a long lap. Sorry,
viewers, while we were banging on about the battle up the front, Cuds has actually gotten past Ethimon, and now Santa is he's bought his ticket to the buffet, and he wants to have an Ethimon sandwich for his second course, because he is behind him on 4-lap-old hards. He's obviously got a tyre advantage, tyre life advantage, and as they come through onto the back straight towards the bus stop chicane, Alan Santa just keeping it within 4/10. I don't think he's going to go for a move into bus stop chicane. I think he's going to wait until the DRS is activated, but we'll wait and see. Yep, no, he's just played it safe.
We jump on with Bang because there's a three-way.
There's a three-way.
Third.
All right.
And yeah, the viewers would like to see telemetry, Tetris. So
yeah, well, the viewers would like to see a lot of things. I want a pony, but you don't always get what you want, do you?
Okay. Well, there you go, Broseph. You heard that from Tetris. You could,
was it Broseph?
Sack him a little bit later.
I thought it was one of the other TPs. Sorry, my bad. Yes, boss. Yeah, let's have a quick look at telemetry. There we go.
Okay, Cuds is making a move. Sorry, Cuds is making a move on Fat Eagle.
Yeah, gotcha.
Makes it done nice and clean. Sorry.
Takes the Eagle into the chicane sequence at the top of the camel. Give me a unicorn, Blue Dog. I'd love that. I want a pony. I want a never-ending gobstopper, and I want it now, Daddy. A little bit of Charlie and Chocolate Factory there for you. So SJ to 1 is now only half a tenth.
Salt.
Veruca Salt, yes.
Veruca, yes.
Good band too from the 90s.
Okay, yep.
Back on board with SJ.
I was going to say Bang. Bang's really fired in SJ here.
Yes, that's what I mean. Back on board with this battle for P3.
Yeah, look at that. That is so close.
We've got a three-way. Oh, is that Ethimon round again? Oh, that's...
Oh, we'll stick with Bang. Bang's trying to make the move into bus stop on the left-hand side.
Yep.
Onto Paddy. Oh, there's some contact.
There's a little bit of contact. Yep. Paddy. Oh, no.
Bang has rammed into Paddy, but I think they've got out of that scot-free, but
also
Fifi's taken advantage of it. Yeah, Fifi's taken advantage.
Too exciting. Beefy's taken advantage of the contact and has actually gotten past Bang. So, yeah, whoever's a Tier 4 steward, condolences. Yep. We're really sorry.
Grab a strong one now.
Grab a strong one. Grab a big Belgian beer haul.
That's it. get a Stein into you, even though that's not Belgium. Yep.
Look, we're so close
Whatever.
to Germany. I'll
we're
accept
so
it.
multinational.
I'll accept it. Yeah, we're totally accepting, and this is a safe place for all beer drinkers. So yes,
Cuds
look,
is making a move on A-Dog. Cuds is very nice move there. 6 lap old mediums against 14 lap old hards. I don't think there was any question on that.
No, Cuds was doing that on Skidder Peak.
Sorry, yes, Skidder Peak, Cuds on Skidder Peak. Yep, I don't know what
he
I
is
said, but yep.
He is in pursuit of a dog, but
Yes.
yeah, Cuds is on a rampage back to the top, back through the top 10. He's just made his way up to P9. So IRL ads will be very happy about that, because at the moment we've got Quiet Cake in P1 and Cuds in P9. So nice work, Alpine, for Tier 4.
Maybe jump on back with Bang. I think that's where the battle is at the moment.
It is. It's getting
P6,
very, very spicy.
5, 4, and 3. So we saw some contact earlier. I think there might be some more, but I think that's where the excitement is at the moment.
Yeah, but I don't think... Bang's gone round! He's touched that inside curve! That is deadly!
He's going to try and reverse at the moment. Yep.
Nah, he's letting the cars... Yeah, you got to wait, Bang, you got to wait. Oh,
he's in the middle of the road!
No! And Skidder Peak has just gone straight into him!
I was on board with Bang, and I just clenched. I clenched.
There was clenching. There was clenching in the whole of Sky Race Control, because I was watching Bang going, please don't do that, please don't do that, please. Oh.
Yeah, I think he was trying to spin it and it didn't work out for him, and he just parked it in the middle of the road. Unfortunate for Skidder Peak. Yeah, he was.
So Bang's actually DNF'd as well. He's been disqualified.
Yeah, he may have been parked in the middle of the road there. So
he was parked in a dangerous location. So
and there's a safety car. So we've got Fat Eagle out for the softs. I think that's smart. Very smart. They'll last to the end. We've also got Efim on the softs, and Wayne Morris has come in as well. I assume he's going to put on a set of softs. Do the drivers have a set of fresh softs after qualifying? That's the question.
Well, it looks like it, because Fat Eagle and Ethimon have both zero laps beside them. So I'm assuming that's maybe they only did 2 runs in quality, or maybe I think you do get a fresh set for the race. When you because you can choose that in the loading screen.
Strategy, exactly.
That is so unlucky for Bang and Skidder Peak. That is such bad luck for both of them.
So the leaders, I don't know what the time is lost for the pits here, but I
think it's about 22 seconds, 24 seconds.
22 seconds. So Quiet Cake may come out in 5th. If he pits at the moment,
so let's have a look.
Give you an idea for the rest.
Yeah, he's ducking into the pits. What does Trenner do? Trenner stays on. Trenner stays out. What's SJ going to do? Is SJ going to... I would imagine SK is going to box. He loves his softs, that guy.
He loves his softs.
He does. But Trenner he's thrown the gauntlet down. He's rolled the dice. He thinks that he can take...
No,
well, I mean, it's really...
SJ staying out. Paddy's coming in.
It's only 2 laps.
Sorry, Tetris, yep.
No, you're right. It's only going to be like 3 laps by the time they get to it. And there's not going to be DRS. So those softs, they don't have a long... They won't have a long period of time to actually, take advantage of it. So I think Trenner's... Yeah. He's done a 3,000 IQ play there. That's a great play.
Yeah, honestly, you've got Quiet Cake in P2 now with a fresh set of softs. He'll just eat Trenner up.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But the best Trenner can hope for, I think, is a P2. SJ's stayed out. Cuds has stayed out. I think there'll be a nice fight between 2, 3, and 4. For the second and third step of the podium. But honestly, I think if Quiet Cake can keep it, not trying to jinx your Quiet Cake, but if you can keep it on track with those softs, I think you've got it in the bag.
No, I think I agree with you. I actually thought Quiet Cake was going to come out a lot further down the field than P2. I thought Trenner was What's happened there? Trenner's just overtaken Quiet Cake.
No, not on my screen. Not on my screen.
I've got Quiet Cake in front of Trenner. Quiet Cake is leading at the moment.
Sorry, Quiet Cake and then Trenner. So what happened there?
How did that... What?
That happened before as well. Quiet Cake gained a position under safety car as well. So stewards might report that, or maybe Trenner had an off and Quiet Cake took advantage. Hey, I didn't see it. Didn't see that.
Okay, so I've just seen in the chat, Trenner almost lost the car and went a bit off track. So
well, there you go.
If he went a bit off track,
well, if the game says let him through and you let him through, I've really got to read the rule book to see what it says.
Look, I would like to see the incident and see a point of view to see what actually happened. If he spun, as Kurama says in the chat, if he spun, then it's no problem. If he's just driven off track, and look, that's a job for the stewards.
It's not my job.
It's not my job.
Not my
we're
job.
just here to say funny shit and talk about beer and cars.
That's it. But yeah, it's going to be a quiet cake. If you're listening, you're going to need. I would recommend you pull out 5 seconds if you can, because penalty might be coming your way.
Yeah, it might be. But look, they're going to do another lap under the safety car, so we will have 3 laps of racing, because those cars at the back of the field, Wayne Morris, Fat Eagle and Donwar, will catch up during this lap. So I believe the safety car, unless anything else happens, safety car will be in at the end of lap 20. So there'll be 21, 22, no, 2 laps. It's less than 3. It'll be 2 laps. So they won't even get DRS.
No DRS.
So Quiet Cake definitely has the advantage here. Trenner and SJ, they just have to hold off the drivers behind them. They obviously have Paddy, who is on fresh softs. They've got Beefy, Batman, a dog, Ethimon, and obviously, Fat Eagle all the way back in 13th still has an advantage on softs. So, yeah, look, at the moment, I think, as you said, Quiet Cake does have the advantage. He's leading the pack. He's got the best, grippiest compound of tyres, the quickest compound of tyres on his rims at the moment. So, yeah, definitely the advantage is with the Alpine driver.
Okay, so maybe if you bring up the penalties really quickly as well.
Okay.
Tetris. So Paddy's got a 3-second penalty there, so he's on the fresh softs. He might make up some positions, but that 3-second penalty might come back and bite him.
It may
Batman
do.
as well. Batman's on fresh softs, but again, he's got a 3-second penalty, and Wayne's on a 3-second there, but he's bringing up the rear, so it might not make a big difference. But yeah, I'd love to sit on with Paddy, but I think we need to sit on with Quiet Cake for the restart. But
I'm going to sit on with SJ actually, because SJ's.
Do we need to sit with the driver, the lead? I think we need to sit on with the lead. Is that the story? I can't remember. Is that
Yes, let's sit on with the lead. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Fat Eagles.
To make sure they don't necessarily slow down and speed up, and then then we can jump to the rest. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, Cat is right. Cat is right. So as they enter the third sector, this is where it all comes down to. 2 more racing laps. There's definite advantages in. We've just heard from race control that the safety car is going to be in this lap. So it's official. Quiet Cake will slow them down. He'll want to try and keep his tyres as warm as possible. He's obviously got not just the advantage of the grippier and the faster tyres, but he also has the advantage that he can keep his tyres he can get his tyres up to temperature a lot quicker than the guys on hards behind him.
Yeah, and he controls the pace. So I'm having a quick look here, and he's sticking it around the 90, 100 kilometres an hour mark, which is ultra slow, but he's smart because those he's just sped up.
Oh, he's away. I think he's gone.
He's away early.
He's gone.
And he's caught Trenner napping. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, Trenner would have stone cold tyres. So
yeah, why not? So let's look. He's already almost out to 2 seconds.
Great
so
job.
let's go back with Cuds actually, because Cuds is the one behind that's got Paddy behind him on fresh
JT
fresh softs.
Racing's off. Yep. But yeah, sorry. Yep. Paddy's on the inside here on the first corner, and he's made that move against Cuds.
Santa is trying to take it up on the outside of Cuds. But he backs out. Good call from the Christmas pudding himself. He's backed out, but he can definitely take him on the Kemmel straight. He's pumping that ERS, but so would Cuds. Cuds would be doing exactly the same thing.
Both.
And they also have Beefy come around the outside. He takes Alan Santa on corner 5.
And I think Batman's fighting Santa, and then I think Paddy's also 2 tenths behind SJ as well. So those hard runners are really going to get eaten up in the next lap and a half.
Absolutely. A dog is sitting in behind Batman, and we've got a yellow flag. What's going on
Wayne
there?
Morris
We've
is
got
around. Yep.
Wayne Morris
Morris is
and
around.
Wayne Morris is spun. Sorry about that, Wayne. And look at the
Just maybe
cake.
jump on with Paddy. Paddy's setting up the move here towards the back straight. He's 5/10 behind. And he's got 51% ERS. SJ's got about the same, both burning. Let's see how they go into the bus stop chicane. I think he's still a little bit far away to make the move. And remember, there's no DRS, so we're heading into the last lap here. I think Quiet Cake heard me. He's pulled in the fastest lap, and he's made 5-second gap on Trenner. So I think he's got it in the bag, even with a penalty. And Paddy is making the move or setting up the move on SJ. He's on the inside. Very nice move there. Maybe a little bit compromised, but he's put his foot down. Burning the ERS. I think he'll make the move up here on the Eau Rouge. I'm sorry, SJ, but it's a matter of time. Very nice from Paddy. Burning. SJ's burning as well. Oh, those hards are doing a great job down the straight. Oh, he's retained the position. SJ, well done. Great driving. This is the fight for P3, but like I said, Paddy's still got a penalty. So that 3-second penalty, even if he makes a move, I don't think he'll be able to make up the gap. Oh, and he's around. Paddy's around. Oh, that's a really bad position.
SJ's around as well. That's terrible.
SJ's around. Oh, no.
And there's carnage going around the nameless corner.
Yep.
I hope no one else hits him. No, he's managed to keep it.
Yeah, and SJ got a penalty for that, which I don't think he deserved, but I think SJ might have, Okay, so let's maybe go back to the front. FIFA now. It's FIFA who's 7/10 behind Cuds. Let's see if Cuds can get another P3.
Well, no, this is his first podium. No, this is going to be...
Like I said, I think last week he got equivalent P3 in the standings.
It is too. It is too. But yes, FIFA Beefy is actually...
he's a bit too far behind.
He's too far behind. He hasn't been able to keep in that...
A-Dog's trying to set up a move.
But as we cross the line, the cake has brought it home. Quiet Cake.
Oh, there's some bargy for P5 and 6. Yep, sorry, Tetris, you want to run through the placings?
No, take us away. That was such an unfortunate final lap incident between Paddy and SJ. That was really unfortunate. That was going to be a great battle on the final couple of corners. But your field for tonight. After 22 laps at Spa-Francorchamps, we've got Quiet Cake in P1. Ads will be absolutely popping the champagne. He will be going absolutely nuts down in the Alpine garage right now on the pit wall. P1 and P3. Comeback of the year from Cuds. Absolutely.
These guys have been so consistent. My money's on Alpine. Early on in the season to finish off the constructors, these guys are bringing home the points week in and week out. They've done a great job.
Alpine and Tier 4 are definitely, not just Tier 4, but this is where we are, Tier 4. Alpine and Tier 4 are a great team. Cuds is a brilliant driver, great bloke. Quiet Cake, I haven't had much to do with him on track, but he's pulling in the points, and today he just dominated. There was just, Trenner didn't have an answer for him, even when they were on the same compound of tyres. Cake was pulling away from him. Did you want to...
Tetris, you can finish that. If you could go through the standings, Tetris, I'm just taking position.
I'm letting Quiet Cake having his podium celebration on stream, because this is his first podium of the season. All right, taking you through the driver placings for this race. We have Quiet Cake for Alpine in P1, Trenner for Aston Martin in P2, Cuds double podium for Alpine P3, FIFA Beefy Ferrari P4, Alan Santa AlphaTauri P5, Ethimon Ferrari P6, a dog Red Bull for P7, Paddy Aston Martin, unfortunate to come home in P8, but still a good performance from the South African. Batman P9, JT Racing P10, Fat Eagle P11, Donwa P12, Wayne Morris P13, SJ P14, and the DNFs was Skidder Peak, Swiss Lord, Partsival, Bridgie, Bang, and unfortunate end earlier on in the race to Immortal Racer. And that is your grid for Friday night racing. Do we have anyone in the chat that we can chat to, or has no one joined?
Need to invite the team, but yeah, we also have. Just going to say fastest lap there by Quiet Cake as well.
Ah, of course, because he was on fresh softs. What was the distance? What was the time? The delta he pulled out? It was like 6 seconds at the end in 2 laps.
Almost, yeah. I can't remember. I sort of forgot about it after he pulled more than 5 seconds, so had it in the bag. Yeah.
Oh, what a race! So let's bring up the Alpine car. Do we have anybody in the chat that we can talk to yet or not?
Yeah, I'm just going to invite some people. If I can get Quiet Cakes.
Oh, what a race!
Hearing boys, please join.
Look, if we can get Quiet Cake, Cuds, and Trenna into the chat, we'd love to have a chat to you guys before we end the stream. But if people aren't talkative tonight, if they're too busy downing the champagne, we're quite happy with that. What do you reckon about tonight's race, Kat?
Yeah, I think it delivered. It was a really exciting race. I thought it was going to rain, didn't rain. But the tyre strategy definitely came into play. It was a bit of argy-bargy, so definitely the stewards are going to be busy. But yeah, Trenna and Cuds and Quiet Cake definitely delivered. Definitely entertaining at the front. I think we have Cuds in the.
Yes, we do have Cuds. Cuds, welcome to Sky Race Control. What a great race! Congratulations on your official first P3. We knew it was going to happen. How do you feel, mate? How do you feel about P3 and your race tonight?
Look, I think it would be fair to say I'm pretty happy, boys. First official podium.
Yes.
I did get in Tier 3 last week, but I think I said in the chat, I purposely got a 5-second penalty, so I dropped down to P4. But this week I just thought I'd step it up a little bit.
So you'd give the 5-second penalty a miss this week, you thought?
Yeah, I was tempted, but I thought I'd give it a miss.
Well, it's good to see you resisted that temptation. Tell us about how you felt between qualifying and going into the race.
Qualifying, to be honest, very, very surprised I got P3 because I thought and feel like a boat around this track. I really don't enjoy this track at all, although this has put a bit of a sweet taste in my mouth, so I might like it after this. But feeling in between, after qualifying, the confidence grew a little bit, and I was feeling good going into the race.
Look, you got a lot of support. Sorry, I was just going to say you got a lot of support from the chat. Sorry, go on, Kat.
I was just going to say, must be my old age, but did you spin out the front at the start of the race, Cards? Did you have to claw back that position?
I don't know who it is, but I got shunted from the back.
Yeah.
And got spun around, and then I just got hit about 4 or 5 times. Luckily, I didn't get any damage. But
because I think you qualified not too bad, and then I remember you dropping a bunch of places towards the start, but you've clawed it back and brought home another podium, which is awesome, and great points for Alpine.
Mate, it's great stuff for Alpine. I hope Ads is happy, proud. There's I'm
surprised. I'm surprised he hasn't sent you an invite to the strip club already.
Oh well, he did make a promise. I can't really share exactly what that promise is, but if I got on a podium, Ads will be Ads.
I was just going to say we know. Well, we don't know what that promise exactly is, but we have a fair idea of what that promise could entail. Yeah, look, we've got some reference pictures somewhere on the hard drive. But congratulations, mate. We're really we were so gutted for you at the beginning of the race, and to see you come back and not just come back for points, but to come back for a podium. That's a brilliant drive, mate. You should be really proud of yourself and really happy with that.
Well, it's partly to do with Blurs. Blurs is in my ear as engineer, and I was almost arguing with him about wanting to pit once that safety car came out.
Oh, okay, yeah, because you stayed out on the mediums.
Yeah, and my mediums were pretty well done.
Yep.
But he was the one that said stay out, stay out. So I think a lot of this goes to Blurs. He's done an amazing job.
Fantastic, mate.
It's always nice to have. So I was going to say, it's always nice to have a nice voice in your ear giving you some friendly advice.
That sweet, sweet voice. Every week I'll have it in my ear.
Fantastic. Look, heading into next round, will be interesting to see how the points finish up during the week. We look forward to seeing you next weekend and seeing your career progression through the season. So again, congratulations on your race. Thanks for joining us. We're going to have a quick chat to Trenner. Trenner, P2.
Hey, boys.
Welcome to Sky Race Control. Congratulations on P2. Second step, not the top step, but still a sweet position at the end of round 3. How are you feeling in qualifying with your pace?
Qualifying wasn't too bad. It was I thought the pace was pretty good, and then I saw Cake's times, and I was like, shit, I might have a race on our hands. And then when we got into the race, he was just too good. His setup through sector 2 was just holding onto the track way better than mine. So it was a really good setup, and he raced the wheels off it.
So did you end up actually going 0-0 wings?
Not a chance.
I saw that in the chat this afternoon. I'm like, OMG. Look, hats off to you if you can pull it off. But yeah, you've got bigger bits than me, mate.
Yeah, I was hoping it might bait a few people into trying it and get a few spins. So I don't know if any of the people who spun, they tried 0-0, but
psychological warfare.
Yeah, I wasn't man enough.
Look, I think all of the team principals have tried it. Kat, you got any words of wisdom for our P2 sitter?
Maybe not words of wisdom, but it's just a thought process, Trenner. I think towards the last 4 laps of the race, there was a safety car, and I think you stayed out on the hards, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So
just curious, why? What was going through your mind, and what made you stay out for the hards?
Yeah, well, I reckon I'll probably have a 3-second penalty coming my way for that incident with JTE. I've already reached out and apologised to him. Coming into the bus stop chicane, I just was on the curb as I tried to start braking, and it just locked up, and I think I just tapped his rear end. So I was just thinking, get track position and just try and stay 3 seconds at least ahead. So it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, that was the thought process.
I have a quick question. Sorry, one question. When Quiet Cake came out, he was on softs behind you, and then all of a sudden he was in front of you. Did you have a spin-off track?
It was a miracle I didn't DNF. I was trying to warm the tyres, and I barely even turned it left or right, and it just started going towards the grass, and then I've just missed the barrier.
It's the worst feeling.
A miracle.
It's the worst
Absolute miracle.
feeling. Yep. Is it T8? I think T8's the famous one that did that. But anyway, yeah, that's right.
I was just going to say, you did a George Russell at Imola.
Yeah, it was pretty much that. And
except not as bad. Not obviously.
I was just holding on for dear life. I was just a passenger that when it was sliding towards. But
yeah, we thought maybe Cake did a sneaky on you, but no, it was looks like it was warranted.
Yeah,
I'll be interested to see what happened when he overtook Wayne on the first safety car, because
that was another one. Because I thought he found some secret to overtake people on safety cars. I was like, what's going on? So
maybe he's got the cake hack.
I don't know. He offered someone cake and they said yes and ran out of the way. I reckon.
Look, we're really happy for your P2. Well, from an AlphaTauri perspective, we're bloody not happy. But from an Aston Martin perspective, Aston Martin actually go into this round. I think they lead the World Drivers' Championship again for a second week running. But look, after two complete rounds. And what's the feeling within the team at Aston Martin? Because obviously Mercy is your new team principal over there, and you guys have always, a lot of you have already raced together quite a bit. So what's the vibe in the paddock?
Well, it's actually Maddie at Aston. Mercy's over at McLaren.
Oh, sorry.
Mercy was there last year.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah, but no, it's a good bunch of guys. Like, I know Maddie, and Christo outside, like, from other leagues and stuff. So we've got a good bunch of guys, and then all the other ones who have joined the team fitting in nicely. So yeah, strong team this year, I think. And speaking of team, I will apologise on Paddy's behalf to SJ because I've seen the vision, and Paddy is very sorry.
Yeah, look, we will obviously see what went on there when the stewards get their reports submitted later on this evening or over the weekend. But yeah, that's good to hear. Well, look, GG Trenner, Broseph Coop does say it for all of us. Well done for P2. I don't think we've got Quiet Cake in tonight. Good luck next week. Well done tonight, Trenner. We look forward to seeing you race again next week when we hit the track at the Hungara Ring.
Oof, yeah, we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, another challenging track.
Yeah.
You either love it or you hate it. See you later, mate.
See ya.
Wow, there you have it. Tier 4.
All right.
Round 3.
Yeah, having a look on the chat, there's a few drivers, trading some words and their point of views. So definitely the stewards will be busy. So I suspect this may not be the final placing, but that's Tier 4. We expect a little bit of argy-bargy, and they'll learn and move up into the tiers.
Well, they say racing is rubbing. And on that note, we're going to take us out. We've got a lot more racing to happen this weekend. We've got Tier 3 tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. AEDT. We have Tier 2 tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. And then on Sunday, our premier Tier 1, we have at, is it 4 p.m.? It is 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And of course, we have the wonderful Broseph and Martin Brundle calling that the dream team. Only you and I can dream to aspire to. But
that's why we're in Tier 3, Tetris. That's why we're down here in Tier 3. But one day, hopefully, we'll be side by side with one of them. Yeah. I've been practicing. I've been saying, hold on to your asses. I'm writing it all down into my notebook. Yep.
I know. You had some good ones tonight. Your the Swiss connection, that was pretty good. The Swiss bank account was relatively okay. But anyway, we're going to leave it there. We could waffle on for absolutely hours. Thank you everyone for joining us for the W Belgium Tier 4 Grand Prix, and we will see you later on. Thanks for joining us. Thanks, Kat.
Thank you all. Good night.
Good night.